Recently I discovered for myself a way of thinking that reduced the sensation of being on a slope, which improved weight placement, improved control, and therefore increased confidence. Whilst I was skiing steep off-piste, I began to feel that I was no longer on a slope at all, but was actually skiing along a flat surface being pushed along by an invisible motor or magical force. What happened was that I lost all visual reference to the vertical. My brain had been fooled into seeing the slope as a flat surface over which I was moving horizontally, and that by a process of optical illusion combined with my balance being tricked by my forward movement. Later on I tried to see if I could deliberately replicate this sensation, and to my delight I found that I could. I quickly found myself more confident on very steep slopes and skiing powder and rough chopped up snow better than I ever have done. Now, I haven't heard any other instructors talk about this technique, so I don't know if anyone else does it, but I'd recommend that anyone tries it for themselves. So when you ski at moderate speed, look no further than about 20 feet or about 2 turns in front of you. Try to block out all the detail of objects like trees and buildings that are in your peripheral vision that give you reference to the vertical. Just concentrate on the empty piste or the instructor in front of you. Try to find the sensation that you're on a flat surface and you're being pushed along by this invisible hand. And this will place you 90 degrees to the snow. Just as when you're standing on the snow on a flat surface, you're 90 degrees. So when you're on the slope, you're still 90 degrees to the surface. Here I'm standing in the correct ski position on level ground with my body 90 degrees to the snow with my weight on my toes. And when you look at this picture of Brigitte, you can see that she's also 90 degrees to the snow. But when I reveal the hidden background, you can see from the trees that she's not on flat snow, but is in fact skiing down a red run. It's the camera that's not level. If we reframe the shot, you can now see the slope and, most importantly, you can see that she's not leaning forward or backwards, but is maintaining that all-important 90 degrees to the snow. Here you can see the steepness of slope we're on, but as we set off, I tilt the camera, which gives the impression of the piste being flat. And it's this same illusion that the skier's looking for. Now I admit this is quite a complicated technique to explain to someone who's never skied before, and some people get it, some people don't. But whether you're a beginner or an expert, give it a try. I mean, it might just be the thing for you. Now, there may be a few who will never be able to overcome their fears of slopes, which for some reason is called bathmophobia, enough to learn to ski. Perhaps they've been pressurized to learn by a partner who's already a keen skier, and their heart's just not in it. Then maybe cross-country or Langlauf would be an alternative. It's skiing, but without the downhill part. It's more strenuous, so you need a little fitness, plus you need good snow conditions, but you'll still get to enjoy the mountains and the holiday atmosphere.